Hello, 5th graders. Welcome to Lesson 2.5, Estimate with Two-Digit Divisors. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is to estimate quotients using compatible numbers. Please pause to write the lesson objective in your notebook. Today's lesson is going to be on estimating with two-digit divisors. Remember that when we estimate division, it's a little bit trickier than multiplying because we have to pick compatible numbers. We have to use numbers we know are easily going to divide into the numbers that we choose. So the first thing that we want to look at is the basic fact that's on the top of the page. If we're going to look at 35 divided by 5, we know that it's easy, it's 7. So if we have 350 divided by 50, it's still 7, because remember, those two zeros cancel each other out. If we keep adding zeros, 3,500 divided by 50, now only one zero on each side cancels out, and I'm left with 1, which means my answer has 1. So we learned this in 4th grade, and we're going to use this as we estimate with two-digit divisors. Let's read the Unlock the Problem and begin. The observation deck of the Willis Tower in Chicago, Illinois, is 1,353 feet above the ground. Elevators lift visitors to that level in 60 seconds. About how many feet do the elevators travel per second? So in order to estimate this, we're actually going to pick two different estimates. We're going to pick a high estimate and a low estimate. Our starting number is 1,353, and we're going to divide by the number 6. So what we want to do is look at the first two digits of a number and make sure that they're divisible by our divisor. So you can see that for our low estimate, we've rounded 1,353 to 1,200 because the first two digits are 12 and 6 goes into 12. So we picked a compatible number that we know 6 is going to divide into. If we think of the next highest multiple of 6, it's 18. So here for our high estimate, we're going to round 1,353 to 1,800, which is a big round, but again, the reason we picked it is because we know that 6 goes into 18. Now we can use our basic fact pattern that we went over to begin with to solve to find an estimate. So we're going to start with our low estimate first. Our low estimate started with 12 divided by 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So if we add a 0 on both sides, 120 divided by 60 is 2, because the two zeros cancel out. 1,200 divided by 60, 1 0, 1 0. Look, I'm left with 1 over, so that means that my answer is going to be 20. So our low estimate is 20. Now let's do our high estimate. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Now let's follow the pattern we did before with adding 1 0 at a time. So now instead of 18, we're going to have 180 divided by 6 is 3. And, 60, so that both zeros cancel out. And then 1,800 divided by 60 is 30. And that's because we have 1 0, 1 0, but 1 left over. So our high estimate is going to be 30. So the elevators travel about 20 to 30 feet per second. Now, the question we want to know is which one is more reasonable. So if we look at our two estimates, let's look back at our high and our low and decide which one is closer to our actual answer. So I'm going to say that our low is closer to our actual answer because 1,200 is closer to 1,300 than 1,800 is. So our estimate of 1,200 divided by 60 equals 20 is more reasonable because 1,200 is closer to 1,353 than 1,800. So because it's closer, that's going to be our more reasonable answer. So we know that the elevator travels about 20 feet per second. It might be a little bit faster than that, but it's a reasonable guess. Let's practice estimating division one more time. Miriam has $650 to spend during her 18-day trip to Chicago. She doesn't want to run out of money before the end of the trip, so she plans to spend about the same amount each day. Estimate how much she can spend each day. So we're going to estimate 650 divided by 18. So remember, we said the first thing that we want to do is we want to pick reasonable estimates. Well, 18 is not a reasonable estimate. 18 is kind of hard to calculate. So we're going to round 18 to 20. And then we can look at about how much money she can spend. The first estimate is 600. So 2 can go into 6. So 600 divided by 20, 2 goes into 6 3 times, would give her about $30 a day. Now, still picking a number that 2 can go into, if we picked 700, then 2 wouldn't go into 7, so we're going to pick 800, which is a big round, but we know that 2 goes into it. 2 goes into 8 4 times, so that gives us about $40. So she can spend somewhere between $30 and $40 each day. Now let's read underneath. It says, given Miriam's situation, which estimate do you think is a better one for her to use? Well, I think this important part about she wants to make sure she doesn't run out of money is important. If she spends $40 each day, that was our high estimate, she's going to run out of money. So we want to pick her low estimate because it's okay to have a little bit of extra money. Maybe she could spend that on a day or two, but she can't spend $40 every single day. She'll run out. So our reasoning is that she should spend about $30 per day, so she won't run out. Great job. All right, fifth graders, time for our lesson activity. Today's lesson activity asks us to use compatible numbers to find two estimates, a high estimate and a low estimate. And as you can see, we've already given you some help. We've rounded 22 to 20. And remember, then we want to look at if the first two digits are divisible by 2. So instead of 154, we've rounded to 140 and 160. Your job is to fill in those two blanks. Then why don't you go ahead and put a star by the one which is more reasonable. Solve this problem in your math notebook. Great job!